6'3" number 1, Reggie Jackson. Number 0, the center at 6'11" out of Yukon. And the big run around the rim. This is Andre Roberts. Your head coach is Dwayne Casey. Ladies and gentlemen, your Detroit Pistons.
The Bulls are looking to defeat their Eastern Conference rival going into this one. Great to have you with us, everybody, live on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan with Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. Take a look at the Pistons. A great start to the season for them, notching 3 wins to tip it off.
And they're trying for their second win in as many games against these guys. They were able to exploit their advantages the first time around. They're out to prove that that was no fluke.
It's a matchup that suits them, Greg. And if they're going to win this one, they're going to have a big mental edge the next 2 times they see each other.
Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. Dunn and Levine are the guard set. Portis and Markkanen are at the 3 and the 4. And it's Felicio in at center. Outside, Levine. And there's the pass to Felicio. Rebound, Detroit. They beat the Bulls during their last encounter in Chicago.
Yeah, a dominant win for them their last time in this matchup. And what jumps off the stat page was their advantage on the board.
Well, that got them a lot of extra possessions, and they made them count. I mean, that game was a runaway.
You could see Drummond's eyes light up once he knew that finish was coming. He didn't waste the chance. Boy, did he get his money's worth on that one.
Now, here's Markkanen. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. And, you know, Chris, it's early, of course, but a few veteran players seeing dips in their individual production. And there has been some talk. There has been some concern about that.
Yeah, but even for veterans, it can take a while to get into a groove. It's the beginning of the season. You still have to find your way, new teammates, new concepts. And if a player's role on the team has changed, that can affect his production. I mean, look at a guy like Melo last year. Going to a different situation. Do you sacrifice by shooting less? Do you sacrifice by shooting more? Because some guys are out of position, out of sorts, and out of their comfortable areas or their comfortable norms of playing. And so, yeah, it takes a lot, whether you're a rookie or a veteran. It really doesn't matter. This game can throw monkey wrenches at you in all type of areas, and it's how you adjust. So it's not about the start. It's how you identify what you need to do to get better, and then do it, and then see how that adjustment works.
Yeah, Anthony's a good example. You're right. The offensive rebound. And that one's good. Drummond.
Yeah, Kevin, he's a phenomenal rebounder. You almost need 2 players to box out Drummond.
Outside, Levine. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. There is one interesting stat for the Chicago Bulls, C-Web, and they're still the only NBA franchise to win multiple championships and never lose an NBA Finals.
Wow, that's just an amazing distinction. I mean, a testament to the clutch play of Jordan when they did make the finals, and a reminder of how hard it is just to get there.
Jackson. Yes, that goes in.
Wow, and Jackson is just crafty down the side. He has such a quick release that even taller defenders can't get to it in time.
Picked by Markkanen. Levine kicks to Dunn. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Markkanen with it. His last outing, he had 8 points. Hits it from 3-point range. Portis has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. The Pistons leading. Earlier, David Aldridge spoke with head coach Dwayne Casey. Dave, what'd you find out?
Thanks, Kevin. He talked about the challenge tonight defensively and going up against a team that can really execute. He said those guys make the most of every possession. They cut to the basket, move the ball well. We have to make them take difficult, contested shots to give ourselves the best chance to win. We know how hard that is to accomplish, Kevin. Back to you.
Okay, Dave, guys, how hard a job is it going to be to keep this team's shooting percentage down?
It's going to be very difficult. I mean, they move the ball well. They've got players who can go off if the defense isn't solid through and through.
It's also going to be about rebounding, hitting the defensive boards hard and limiting them to one shot, but you got to finish it off.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Smith outside, kicks it to Drummond. Carter pulls it in.
Just the presence of the D in the lane is enough to make him short-arm that layup.
Parker passes to Valentine. Carter left side. And Holiday has it in the corner. Carter with a screen on Robinson. Back to Carter. Just 5 to shoot. Misses off the right iron.
Defensively, they could have done better. That's an open look he'd like to have back.
Johnson, wide open. He fires. His three-pointer's off the mark. Chicago trailing here. Valentine passes to Carter. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. Johnson left side. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Johnson's got his first points of the night.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Down again, Smith. Carter outside, beyond the arc. Good on the triple. Carter's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Smith on the wing. Dunn covering. Poked away. Smith kicks to Drummond. Here's Robinson. Carter with the block. And they're able to recover. And the shot is good from Johnson. 7 seconds left to play here in the first. Carter outside over Pachulia. An amazing shot, just barely beat the buzzer.
That is as big a shot as you are ever going to see.
Nothing feels as good as knocking down a buzzer beater. He'll remember that one forever.
And so, both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. Pistons ahead, leading by just 1. The second quarter coming up. Bobby Portis, who's known for his work ethic, said he learned a lot from his mother.
She gets up at 3, 4 in the morning and gets off at 1, 2 in the evening. You know, she works hard for her 4 boys. You know, she bears herself off there. And, you know, I always try to pride myself in hard work also because how hard she worked for me.
And she was a basketball player in her own right, Greg, a scholarship at Jackson State University.
Yeah, and gave up basketball when she had Bobby, but she encouraged him to pursue his dream, and she said now she's living her dream through him.
And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from Detroit?
Yeah, it didn't take them long to get that transition game going.
Well, this roster is built for guys with speed. They're running the floor hard in the first quarter.
Pachulia is out there with Andre Drummond. Then it's Robinson. Then it's Smith. And it's Johnson in at the 3 spot. That's the group for Detroit right now. And the Pistons got off to a hot start last season, 14-6 with some big road wins.
Yeah, but you know, I never really include the first 20 games of the season. I just think that's when everyone gets to know each other, and then when the scouting report comes out for the next 62, that's when things heat up. So I think you take that with a grain of salt, but Reggie Jackson did suffer an ankle sprain, and things started going south right after that. But staying healthy will be critical if they hope to make the playoffs this year.
Parker, a screen on Robinson. Here's Holiday. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. And this break gives us a moment to look at the leading playmakers among rookies for the past 10 games. 5th is Wendell Carter.
Really starting to connect with his teammates. I mean, a really heads-up player for a rookie.
For the Pistons, Reggie Bullock, he's checked in for Stanley Johnson. Luke Kennard comes in for Glenn Robinson III. And it's Jackson in for Smith. The Bulls also changing it up. Felicia's checked in for Carter. Lowry Marketing comes in for Parker. And Bobby Portis subbed in for Valentine. Wide open. And Detroit again with the bucket. Well, Chicago has gone 3 of 3 from three-point land here tonight. It's a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
The Pistons went for it last season, bringing in Blake Griffin and trading away picks and players. Didn't work out the way they wanted, but they are determined to make a go of it. They're in a brand new building, and they hope that their moves in the future will draw fans back to the franchise. Kevin?
Good overview, David. Thank you. Jackson passes to Pachulia. Back to Jackson. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Jackson has tremendous hops. We call those pogo sticks, especially how he just gets up so easy and takes it home.
And Levine, here we go. And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot two. The back-to-the-basket scoring, obviously more uncommon these days than it was in the past. Can we even say now with any kind of certainty, Chris, who has the best hook shot in the game?
The best hook shot in the game by far, still belongs to Tony Parker. No, he is not a big man, but he did lead the league in paint scoring when he was in his prime. Now a little bit older, he can still get to it. When Tony Parker gets in that paint, Kevin, he has the best jump hook. When I played in the game, the only guy that I respected their jump hook as much as mine was his jump hook, because he would float it over bigs so easy.
No kidding.
Oh, no kidding, Kev. He still has the best jump hook floater in the game. That's right, that man Tony Parker.
Pistons leading by 3. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Here's Kennard, guarded by Holiday. Shot's good by Kennard.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Jackson against Levine. And Holiday has it in the corner. 1:52 left in the second quarter. Back to Levine. Shot clock at 6. No good from outside. The Pistons have gone a sensational 5 of 5 from the field since the start of the second quarter. There's Jackson with the 3. No good on that one. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball. To the paint, here's Holiday. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist.
Capable of doing many things well. Levine has a good sense of when his guys rope.
And the Pistons decide to take their first timeout right here.
And really, whether you're up or down, it's a game of adjustments.
Well, yeah, he might have seen something he wants to exploit. Well, we'll see what they run coming out of this.
Drummond's checked in for Pachulia. The Bulls also changing it up. Jabari Parker's checked in for Felicio. Valentine comes in for Justin Holiday. And Chris Dunn subbed in for Zach LaVine. Back to Drummond. And it's Drummond with the jam.
Wow, Drummond leaving the floor so quickly. The chemistry he has with his teammates on these alley-oops is very impressive.
And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Hammock. Done outside. Pass to Markkanen. Now Portis. We're covering Portis. The pass to Markkanen. And Markkanen throws it down.
Oh, looking to connect with the open man, Portis. He's got the right mentality out there.
Pistons leading by 3. Outside Jackson. Inside. That's tipped. And he's able to get it back. And sticking right with it, gets the foul with the bucket, and he'll go to the line. It's going to be Drummond shooting. It's on Lauri Markkanen. For the Pistons, Johnson, he's checked in for Reggie Bullock. Robinson comes in for Luke Kennard. And Smith subbed in for Reggie Jackson. Picked by Markkanen. Pass to Parker. Parker sets the screen for Portis. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Portis has got 5.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
For Detroit, they have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line. That free throw, no good.
You know, Kevin, the resiliency of Smith is something you have to admire. He's bounced around the league, but has finally become a value rotation player.
Smith against Dunn. Screen by Parker. Puts up a three. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Dunn's got 3 assists tonight.
What unselfishness from the young guard, Dunn. He's making more of an effort to distribute the ball.
And the first half comes to a close. We've got a close game going on here. Pistons lead by 2. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Zach, a hard-fought first half. What changes have to be made to get a little separation?
They're making tough shots. We're trying to stick to our concept, so we got to come back, make plays, make shots, and, just stay solid.
Always a challenge for a young team. Thanks for your time, Zach. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
We welcome you back. Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Quite the tussle there in the first half, huh? It was a closely contested first quarter for Detroit. They saw their lead grow to a high water mark of 5 in the period. The second quarter was a tight battle, but they were the slightly better team. Not by very much, however. Kenny, what's your take on Detroit so far?
Really great rebounding effort, Ernie, so far. They're putting up some nice numbers in that category. That's the big difference in the first half.
And Shaq, what'd you think about Chicago?
The three-point shot has really, really helped them out. I don't always like to see teams rely on the three, but when it's dropping like that, I say roll with it. They keep setting good screens, running these pick and rolls, they'll be tough to beat.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go. Go over there.
Welcome back to the Palace at Auburn Hills. That's a look at the Renaissance Center, which dominates the skyline in downtown Detroit. And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. Andre Drummond has been sensational.
Yeah, I mean, he really gave them a boost in that first half. Shot way above his average.
Oh, this is like found money, completely unexpected, but it feels great when it happens.
Chicago's gone a very strong 4 for 5 from three-point land in the ball game. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. Taking a look at the Bulls, Dunn and Levine are the guard set. Portis and Markkanen are at the 3 and the 4. And it's Felicio in at the 5. Roaming the paint.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
The Pistons trailing. Here's Jackson. Passes it to Luke. He kicks to Bullock. He's looking for Drummond and finds him. No good that time. Now Chicago takes it the other way. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
You know, they're the visiting team. It's a loud arena, very distracting at times, but simply no excuse for missing a ton of free throws.
And did you notice how each miss fired up the crowd even more? It became a vicious cycle.
Good on both. You know, see, we've spoken before about the skills that were hardest for you to develop. What parts of your game were the easiest to strengthen and fine-tune?
Wow, that's a great question, Ken. I have to think about that. The easiest. Well, I would say for me it was whatever I was doing well in college, and so that was on the post, on the right block, stealing James Worthy's spin move. It was easier to get a little bit quicker in that because now I got to see him use it and do it to me. It was easier to have my jump shot start to get in the place that I wanted it to as a rookie. But why? Because I had one of the greatest shooters of all time, Chris Mullin, there to sit and practice with. And so when you have a great shooter and a mentor like him, it's easier because they explain it to you, and then not only do they explain how to do it, they show you through their work ethic. And so for me, it was pretty easy in those areas because I had a great mentor in Chris Mullin.
I love that story. Down against Jackson. Dunn kicks to Felicio. He used that pick just right. Felicio's got the lead up to 3 now for the Bulls.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
He tries for 3, hits the 3.5. Lure's got himself on the board with 3 there. Well, Chicago has gone a terrific 5 of 6 from beyond the arc in this game. They set the screen. Dunn outside. Lure against Portis. Just 4 to shoot. Back to Dunn. A 3. Detroit with the rebound. Drummond's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. The feed to Bullock. Lays it up off the glass. Bullock's got 5.
Absolutely fearless. I mean, a nice subtle adjustment there going up against Wynn.
Well, this is just another case where being aggressive is out.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
And Reggie Bullock with a breakthrough year in 2017-18. He played more minutes in one season than in his first 4 seasons combined.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Pachulia, he's checked in for Lure. And Robinson III comes in for Reggie Bullock. And it's Ish Smith in for Luke Kennard. Levine against Smith. Bean passes to Felicio. Good D by Drummond. And Bullock, a bright spot for the Pistons. Chris, the most improved player talk, in fact, about him. And boy, last season did he shoot the cover off the ball.
His second best 3-point percentage in the league. If he keeps it up, he's due for a big pay raise.
Parker outside. Felicio kicks to Cook. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
This is his first free throw of the game. Z-Web, the Pistons from 2003 to 2008 with 6 consecutive trips to the Eastern Conference Finals and 1 title. But in the decades since, only 2 playoff appearances and 0 playoff wins.
Well, yeah, think about it. The 2004 title team was led by Joe Dumars, who won championships back-to-back with the Pistons. You need that type of lineage. Think about Boston, Danny Ainge. Think about the Lakers with Magic Johnson. Well, the Pistons need that type of consistency. They need a leader. The Pistons, once again, hoping to find that magic in chemistry.
Baseline J on the way, and good. Got the English that time as it falls. Smith's got 4 this quarter.
And just enough wiggle room to get off his shot.
Well, when you're at a size disadvantage, sometimes the mid-range is better than inside. You get a little more space. You don't allow the shot blocker to get up on you, and also you can use your handles and your quickness.
That one's good, and the Piston lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from Felicio.
Oh, nice looking pass right there. When Levine is working it around, it helps tie the team together.
Drummond passes to Johnson. Back to Drummond. Smith outside. Floats one up. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off. Out to the wing. They set the pick. Back to Felicio. And he misses the go-ahead basket. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's on Jabari Parker. The Pistons have gone 2 for 3 at the foul line in this game. That free throw, no good. And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there. And as we conclude the third quarter, what a game. Neither team giving ground. It's Detroit. They're up by 1. Live from Little Caesars Arena, you're watching 2K Sports. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, he put it on a platter, and it was served cold. Now, I love the poise, the decisiveness. This is how you run an offense.
And thanks for joining us again as the fourth quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this point. Johnson is out there with Andre Drummond. Then there's Ish Smith. Then it's Robinson. And it's Pachulia in at the center position. That's the group for Detroit right now. There's the pick. Levine kicks to Valentine. Right wing. Felicio, the pass to Levine. Out to Parker. Over Johnson. Yep, it goes. And the Piston lead is cut to just one on the basket from Parker.
And he has the chops for this. Raising the intensity when it matters most.
And he's showing you he wants to close this game out. That's an attitude that he brings and is appreciated by the team.
Outside Robinson. Over Valentine. Robinson misses.
Well executed. Great rhythm. You've got to finish that one.
Yeah, coming off of a good pick, you want to get that. When he gets the separation he needs, I know he would love to have that one back.
Back to Felicio. And there's the pass to Carter. To the right side. Here's Valentine. And that one hits back iron.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Lobbed up there for Drummond, and it's Drummond with the jam.
Good at setting hard screens. Now, the team is very reliable at giving up his body to his guy.
And that was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play. Sponsored by Under Armour Hover Habit. Chicago calls timeout. Well, C-Web, Andre Drummond, the 9th pick in 2012. Some teams had questions about his competitive spirit. Thought he was a little too passive with UConn.
His off-the-court personality might have fed into that. I heard he's a big teddy bear, but that hasn't stopped him from beasting on the court in the association.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Lure is checked in for Pachulia. Reggie Bullock comes in for Stanley Johnson. Kennard, he's checked in for Glenn Robinson III. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Smith. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys. Well, Fred Hoiberg was talking to his team during the timeout. He told them, look, fellas, this is what we're capable of when you come together as one. I knew you had it in you, just like I know we're going to come out on top. Finish this game.
Thank you, David. Over to the wing. Markkanen from outside. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Dunn's got 5 assists in the game. The Pistons have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Drummond a screen. Jackson kicks to Lure. It's tipped. And here we go. The Bulls fast break. Here's Levine. Takes the elbow jumper and trains it.
Solid at realizing when to take these shots. Levine's eyes light up. His passes are coming his way.
Kennard, the pass to Lure. Here's Kennard. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. And that one's good. Drummond's got the game tied up here for Detroit.
Drummond shoots such a high percentage in the post. When this team needs an important basket, they better look to him.
Levine kicks to Felicio. Portis a screen on Drummond. Felicio, the pass to Portis. Back to Felicio. 4 on the clock. In the corner, it's Levine. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
That's an unforced error. That's a driver, coach. Crazy. Got to play heads up out there.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over.
Yeah, just hitting the reset button. A chance to kind of talk some things over.
A chance to draw up a great play. I mean, this is a chess match at work.
Now the presentation of our Jordan player of the game, Wendell Carter.
And he's provided them with a major mismatch on that low block tonight. That they've been able to lean on his scoring in the paint. And if nothing else has worked, he's given them a reliable option on every possession.
Here's Kennard. Almost, but it rolls out. Well, Chicago has gone 6 of 10 from three-point range, up over 50% for the ball game. Nice shot by Portis.
Now, this is what his coaches love to see. Portis looking like a leader and a beast in games like these.
For Detroit, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Out to the right wing. Here's Kennard. Rebound by the Bulls. Markkanen's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. The Bulls have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Here's Felicio, defended by Drummond. Pass to Markkanen. Another 3 for Chicago.
Showing real leadership in the clutch. It's huge whenever Markkanen comes through in critical spots.
And it's Drummond with the jam.
In clutch moments, you want your best players to come to bat for you. Luckily for them, Drummond is an all-star type player who feasts off of the pressure.
Picked by Markkanen. Done outside. Here's Felicio. Unloads. Off the left rim and out.
Well, that's giving him too much space from mid-range. He doesn't hurt him there, but they can't keep doing that.
Here's Drummond. Gets the bucket and the foul. Chris Dunn picks one up.
Well, guys separate themselves by how they perform in clutch situations. Give this man his props.
And the whole game resting on 1 free throw, and he buries it. Tremendous heart.
27 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Markkanen sets the pick for Dunn. Pass to Markkanen. Lets the 3 fly. Rebound Andre Drummond. Now a timeout called by Detroit. The score is tied at 54. 17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. For Detroit, they've come in off a good outing against New York. Down against Jackson. He sinks the clutch free throw.
Oh, and Jackson is not just a terrific shooter, but a fantastic defender as well, using his great speed on both ends.
That's just clutch work, really. That's all you can say. A little bit of D now, and they'll be out of here with a win.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. They're behind by 2. There's 10 seconds left in the game. Guys, your thoughts?
You know what? You can go for the 3 to win or the 2 to tie. What's your choice in a situation like this?
Yeah, Greg. And I say you go for the stack. I mean, try to get that big 3. That'll win you the game.
Had to foul and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there.
And Jackson certainly doesn't lack confidence. A speedy guard who can fill it up in no time.
And so it's the Pistons who come out on top here. That